So today I have another bodyweight circuit for you. You can do it at home or in the garden. We're going to work for 40 seconds and have 20 seconds rest, do 5 exercises. You can make this more difficult by increasing the work periods and reducing the rest periods. You can make it easier by reducing the work periods and or increasing the rest periods. And then of course you can make the exercises themselves harder by working faster. But I'll also give you some variations within the exercises to make them easier or harder. So, exercise number 1 is a backward lunge with a knee lift. So we start with our feet to shoulder width apart. We take a step back and then lift that knee. Don't forget to change legs. So, for example, do 5 and then change and do 5 on the opposite leg. You can make this more difficult by adding a jump at the top. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is a walking plank. So we go into a high plank or press up position and then we drop down onto our forearms and come back up again. Alternate which elbow comes up first. So right elbow comes up first and then left elbow, and then continue to alternate throughout the 40 seconds. If you need to, you can put your knees down at any time if you need to rest to make things easier. Exercise number 3 is a dead bug. So we begin on our back, straighten the opposite leg, so right leg, left arm here, and then we swap. Trying to keep stable through the core. We can make this difficult by adding a curl at the top here. So we're just curling the shoulders off the ground. So that's exercise number 3, a dead bug. Number 4 is a walkout. Standing, put our hands down onto the ground, bend your knees if you have tight hamstring, and we walk out into a press up position, and we walk back and stand up again. You can make this more difficult by adding a press up each time. So that's your walkout, exercise number 4. And our last exercise is quite a tough one. It's called a Pike Press Up. We're into a press up position, but we're in inverted V position with our backside in the air, and we're pressing our head down in between our hands. So we're lowering down, head comes in between the hands. To make it easier, bend the knees. Easier still, keep the knees down. So this is a little bit like an inverted shoulder press. So there's our 5 exercises. Let's get going with the circuit. Right, so here we go, 40 seconds, exercise 1, backward lunge with a knee lift. Don't forget to alternate legs or swap them halfway through. Off we go. Slide, change. Forget you can make it harder by jumping. Change. Or just coming up onto your toe. And time. Rest 20 seconds. If you want to work a little bit harder, you can keep working for part of the rest period. Exercise 2, walking plank. So, press up position, elbows bent, back up to press up position. Five seconds. And time. Rest again. Don't forget, you can work a little bit harder if you like. You carry on working through part of the rest period. Next exercise is our dead bug. with a curl up if you like. Hold and rest. Next exercise is our walkout. You can put a press up in at the end of this if you again want to work harder. But don't forget, you can also work a little bit longer in part of the rest periods if you also want to work harder. Or rest before the end of the work period if you need to rest for a bit longer. Walkouts. Bend your knees in this position. Your hamstring flexibility is not that good. Put a press up in if you like. Elbows tucked in. "15 seconds. 2 press ups. Last one. And rest. Last exercise is our pike pressing. That's backside in the air, pushing down. Hands will be pushing up here, so it's a little bit like a shoulder press. Knees bent. The straighter you have your legs, the harder it is. The more bent your knees are, the lower your backside, the easier it is. Make it easier. Or even put your knees on the ground if you need to, but keep your shoulders above your hands. Knees down to make it easier. Last couple, and rest. Well done, that's our 5 exercises.